Hello friends, and welcome back to And Then There Was Style, your YouTube home decor channel. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel to become part of our home decor family. Okay friends, so I know we always talk about up and coming decor trends, the newest, the hottest, but I wanted to flip the script just a bit. So in this video, here are 11 retro home decor ideas that we almost forgot about, and some of them we should have. Alright guys, so I did do a previous video on sunken living rooms. They made their debut in the 50s and kind of fizzled out in the 70s, but the concept of a recessed conversation area is actually a really good one as long as no one loses their footing when heading down to the couch. Not only does a conversation pit provide a really cozy spot dedicated to human interaction, but the unusual seating arrangement itself is a conversation starter. So here's something interesting. In a lot of funky new builds, conversation pits are starting to come back. Number 2, circular couches. So taking an extreme risk with shapes is one of the hallmarks of this retro style. This is a really playful trend, and it was really particularly evident in the curvaceous and at times even circular sofas of yesteryear. Now, while the traditional rectangular couch is much more common these days, shapely designs like the serpentine sofa of the 1950s haven't really fully disappeared from the living room landscape. Built-in planters. Now, every home can benefit from, a little bit of greenery, and designers of the 1960s embraced this idea by incorporating built-in planters into homes, making nature an essential part of the decor, whether you wanted it or not. Many homeowners have removed these relics of the past as they renovate their homes or before they get ready to sell, but if you're lucky enough to own a mid-century modern home with original planters that are still intact, celebrate your good fortune. Maybe even throw a couple of plants in there. So when we look at technology of the past, I'm sure a lot of us get a good chuckle. But listen, humans love their technology. Though today I know we obsess over voice-activated smart gadgets that can answer our every question. But then in the 1950s and 60s, the home of the future included technological advancements like built-in record players and 8-tracks and radios, but they were perfect for all those swanky cocktail parties. Now, although this was a really common feature of Art Deco architecture, glass block really enjoyed a comeback of popularity in the 1980s, which is why the sight of a glass block dividing wall today may conjure up memories of Madonna and Iran-Contra. Neither one are really great memories, honestly. Even though some people really turn up their nose at this style, glass block honestly has never really quite gone away, thanks to the material's affordability and very easy installation. Glass block can be used to a very beautiful effect, so don't expect it to disappear anytime soon. So here's one for you, and be sure to let me know down below if you remember this. Wall carpeting. Ugh, carpeting never looked so, bad. The 1970s are known for outrageous home decor, including beanbag chairs and purple sofas, even avocado green kitchens. But the cream of the cringe of 1970s style has really got to be walls covered with shag carpeting. Whoever thought this was a good idea? Skirted tables. Now this really frou-frou design was part of the 1980s aesthetic, And along with Laura Ashley florals and big shoulder pads, we all remember this, guys. My mom actually still has 2 skirted tables, and I side-eye them every time. She just gets a new fabric and refreshes them, and she just doesn't know how I want to sit them both outside. Now, skirted side tables really epitomize this over-the-top luxe look of the 80s, with hems decorated in fringe, ribbon, or rope trim. Moving on to floating fireplaces. I don't know why, but this just reminds me of the Jetsons. Probably because there's something just a little space age about floating fireplaces. They really arose during the dawn of space flight in the 50s and 60s, and it gave homes this really sleek, futuristic feel of a spaceship or a submarine. Even today, a floating fireplace can be a fun and quirky addition to any home, especially with the surge in popularity of mid-century modern design, and floating fireplaces are definitely making a comeback. Tie-dye furniture. The late 1960s saw the rise of the hippie and, of course, tie-dye. But these swirly rainbow patterns weren't confined just to t-shirts and headbands. For the ultra free-spirited, tie-dye furniture brought the culture of peace and love, man, right into the living room. When the moment passed, that colorful furniture left the scene just as quickly as it had arrived. So I saved the best for last. Wood paneling. Wood paneling everywhere. It's like the 1970s. Everyone just got on this kick of just covering every inch of wall that they could with wood paneling. Now, the funny part is faux wood paneling is actually making a huge comeback. And I don't know if I want to actually call it a comeback, because a lot of the houses that are featuring them, the wood paneling is original and it's been in the house. Maybe it's just our moods or our taste for the wood paneling is changing. Whether you decide to paint it or strip it and restain it, wood paneling, if you still have it in your home, might actually work now. Last but not least, beanbag chairs. Now, beanbag chairs were standard furniture during the 70s and can be still found in many a rec room to this day. Now, this casual furniture mainstay came on the scene in the late 60s, early 70s, and it was usually made out of leather and later corduroy or denim, and they were filled with these little beads or beans as they are called. Now, these cheap seats not only fit our bodies but our changing lifestyle as well. Beanbags would find their way in many a living room throughout the 60s and 70s. Alright, so we have reached the end of our video. Take a moment to comment down below. Let me know if you remember any of these very interesting vintage and retro home decor styles and trends. Definitely let me know. If you're too young to remember any of this, would you have any of this in your home? Why or why not? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you wanted to see more videos, check out one of the ones showing here. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye-bye.